Hey friends, I'm excited to talk to you today about something that I learned this weekend that kind of rocked my world a little bit, and I'm excited to talk to you about it because I really hope that maybe it'll click with you too. I want to talk to you about habits. I learned a lot of interesting things about habits when I was listening to a audio by Darren Hardy, and I just thought that was so interesting and I had to share. But did you know that unhealthy habits that you've had your entire life can be almost as hard to break as an addiction to an illegal drug of any kind? Isn't that crazy? But it makes total sense. When your brain is hardwired to do something for so long, every single day, it can be really difficult to retrain it. And that's why a lot of people, like when they try and start a new healthy diet, their brain for years and years and years has been trained to eat a yucky junk food that has been hurting their body. And so to try and flip a switch and eat healthy all of a sudden and to, feel full and energized and all of this by a healthy diet, their brain is going, no, 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 no. You can't like that because that's not normal for you. And so it's you against your brain, ultimately. That's kind of crazy and weird and scary. But your brain is going to try and get you to do what you normally do. That's why they say that it takes about, 2 to 3 weeks to change your habits, because your brain has to kind of rewire itself to your new habit. So if you've been in a healthy routine for a short amount of time and you're just thinking this is way too hard, I cannot keep up with this, keep going. Don't stop, because your brain is just trying to retrain itself to enjoy what your new healthy habit is. Okay, another thing that I learned is that your willpower is tested every single day. And the more that you come in contact with that temptation, say you love donuts, and I understand because I do like donuts. I've had to hardwire my brain to not want them all the time or eat them, but I do enjoy donuts. But if you love donuts and you go to work, on your way to work you pass a donut shop, and then you're telling your brain, no, 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 don't stop, I don't need the donut. And then you get to work and there's a box of a dozen assorted donuts sitting right next to your desk, and that's another temptation. So frustrating because it's there and you don't want to give into it because you're trying so hard to make a new healthy habit of not eating donuts, but it's there, and your temptation and your willpower has been, it's been tempted and it's been weakened ultimately. And so you are just barely withholding yourself from eating that chocolate glazed donut that you just desperately want because your brain wants it. And then on your way home, you pass the same donut shop and all you can think about is eating a donut or two or a dozen. I don't know. But just know that every single time, every day that your brain sees and comes in contact with that temptation, whatever it is, it may be a donut, it may be something totally unrelated to food, I don't know. But just know that every time your brain sees it, your willpower is weakened. So you have to stop allowing yourself to be tempted and coming in contact with those things, and just, if you can, remove them from your life completely. So how do you break bad habits? Well, like I said, you have to get rid of the temptation. If you need to, break some sort of a bad habit. I mean, if you're trying to quit smoking, obviously you can find another way to quit smoking. I mean, whatever that looks like for you, whatever works, but don't hang out with your friends while they're smoking. Don't, go to a place that you're going to be sitting amongst cigarette smoke or whatever. You've got to remove those things from your life and replace them with something better. So instead of that donut, bring something healthy with you. Keep snacks. Keep healthy snacks on you at all times, in your drawers, in your office, at your desk, in your purse, in your bag, whatever. But keep the good things with you so that when you're tempted by these old bad habits that you just cannot seem to get away from, you've got a good solution with you. So that's huge. You just have to replace the bad with the good, and you have to give it time, because it's going to take time to rewire your brain. Another thing I learned real quick and lastly is that the most successful people on the planet are actually some of the laziest people. It's just a personality trait, but even though they're lazy, possibly, like just by nature, they just don't, they're not like hardwired for just go, go, go all the time. They'd rather just like whatever. They have created good, positive habits in their life, and they have stuck with them. They have replaced the bad laziness with good things, and they've like productive things, whatever that looks like with their job. And so I thought that was really interesting, because I feel like the most successful people are the ones who are out there like just never stopping all day long, which they don't, but that's because they've instilled healthy, good, positive habits every single day that they've trained their brain to do, rather than fighting their brain every day that all they want to do is lay on the couch. So I hope that helps. And if you want to create healthy habits and you just need a little extra motivation, contact me. Send me an email. We'll talk through it. Maybe we can find specific ways of how you can change your unhealthy habits, your bad habits, and replace them with good. I'd love to talk with you through that. But I just thought this was interesting. Wanted to share with you what I learned this weekend. And let's go forth, make good habits, get rid of bad habits, and don't listen to your brain when it's trying to trick you. And we'll go forth and be successful. Have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you all later.